Welcome. This is Adeline. I'm with Adejuan's Art Dolls, and we're still working on Priscilla. She is so pretty the way she is. Look at her. She is just a doll the way she is. But, in the last video, I said that she wanted to be darker. Then she decided she wanted to be lighter. So, guys, what I did was I went ahead and blushed her. See, she's pretty blushing. Pretty blushing. Now she wants to be darker. So I told her, look, we're going to put a layer dark on you, a darker layer on you, and then we're going to see what you turn out to be. If, with all of my layers of skin tone, it's always in threes. So it all depends on how she actually turns out in this layer that we go to the 3 layers. So before we get started, go down and like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We're getting closer to this 100. We are 72 or 73 now for our drawing. And if you have your um, channel, or I'm not sure if that's your channel, but if you have it set for private, then it won't show up as you're not showing up as if you have your subscriber for private, it's not going to show up as a subscriber to me. So if you want to get into the giveaway, please take that off so that it will show up and you can be on the subscriber list, because the subscribers are the ones that will be in the giveaway. And like I said, when we reach 100, we're going to give away something. As I grow, the gifts that I give away will grow too. So, with that being said, let's get started on making this girl beautiful. So, we're going to set her there. And of course, we're going to always use what we left off with. And so, this is what we left off with. Let's see. Do I need to put. I will use some number 2. Some of my number 2 on her today. Yeah. And we'll see if this makes her the color that we're both satisfied with. Now, in that color, and let me show you what color that was, but in this, it's only just the paint and the medium, the Liquitex matte gel, I think that's what it is. Ultra. Yeah, this and the color. That's all it is. I showed in the first beginning of the first tutorial had a guide that I went by to make these colors. So if you go back to the one where Johanna is, where I was doing Johanna, then that's the one that has the um the paper that will show you what the colors should look like when you get done mixing up your colors like that. Now we will use, I'm using a little of the satin glaze liquid. Mix that in together, mix all of my paint in. Try to get all of my paint off of that brush and mix it in good. And then we'll put some of the water with the wetting agent in it. Please comment, and if there's something that you want to see me do, um, I'll try my best to get it done for you. If you want to see me test something that you were curious about, well, I'm that girl. I'll test it. I'm that girl for you. So, if you something that you want me to do, just leave it in the comments. I will try my best to get that done for you, so that you can see what that's what it's going to turn out to be, or whatever it is within the dolls. Has to be doll related. I'm sorry, but it has to be doll related. You know how Facebook brings up your memories from years ago? They brought up some memories. The my fashion dolls that I've spoken about, um, they have been. It's been a while. It's been some years since I've taken those pictures, and so they way back. But whenever their little anniversary comes up, Facebook will bring them up, and so I put some on my story. Um, and they have the little onesies on with the hood on them. I made those. Just about all their clothes I made. Um, I've made some evening gowns for them that I made out of a regular baby dress. Um, let's see. It's got to be some paint. It's got to be on the outside. Okay. But yeah, that's you know I had put some of those when I found those because they're so far back that I can't hardly find them anymore. And I can only find them or see them when Facebook brings them up as far as my memory. Yeah, my memory goes. Okay, so now we're going to get into seeing what she's going to look like. Now, if I need to um, blush her, I will re-blush her. That's no problem. The process is getting her the way we want her. And I don't care what is over her blushing. I'm going to try not to get it on her lips because her lips are the way they're going to be. I'm not trying to tackle those babies anymore. But I am going to try to get it all over her face and her head and her ears. Once I get done with her, all of her limbs, and decide whether or not that's where I'm stopping, then I will take my heat gun and dry her off. Either that or go put her in the oven. One other oven. And when I say oven, I'm not talking about my oven I cook with. but that brought her tone down a little. She's not so high yellow now. She's a little darker than Nyla. Just can't make up her mind where she want to be, that's all. Yeah, they really do talk to you. They really tell you that they don't want to be that color or want to be darker or want to be lighter or whatever. It is so funny. I try to accommodate all my babies as to what skin tone they would like to be. I want them to be happy with who they are. Oh, see, that brought her down. That brought her tone down. Now, her face is going to always be lighter, and that's because that's the way I started her off being. But see, the back of her head is darker. See? And you can still see her blushing in her cheeks. Still see her blushing in her cheeks. See? She's going to turn out just fine. And with the hair, like I said, she's going to have afro hair. And I just think that she will look good with some afro hair. And her ears kind of stick out from her body. I'm wanting to pierce some ears, you know, and I want to make some bracelets for these girls. Okay, let's take this big brush here. And I just dab out. I don't even, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. You know me. You know me. I told you. I'm not perfect. I'm going to stray away. The Lord seems to always bring me back, but I'm going to stray away for a little bit because I'm not perfect. Then you won't get to see it, what I'm doing, and that's not my intentions. I want to always make sure that you're seeing what I'm doing. And I have my email listed. If you go down where it says more, and I have my email listed in there. I also have, I will have my website listed so that if you want to view my babies, purchase something from me, you can. My babies are on sale. And I don't do anything over the phone. So you would have to purchase those babies through that website. It is a secure site. I do not see any of your information. Um, I use Stripe, so and all I see is a order come to me, and I print it out on a piece of paper, and I fill the order, and I mail it off. I don't see any money, so if anything happens, it's not me. Don't accuse me, because I'm not the one. Even if I was, even if I could see anything, see, let's see the back of her head. See, she's a little darker, and that's her face. That's her face. But you know, I still think that we want to go just a shade darker. Then again, I'm not sure if I want to go a shade darker. But anyway, we'll see after I get done. That'll give that paint time to go in and meld with what's already there. Make it pretty. But what I was saying is, even if I could see anything, it still would not be me, because I believe in different things. I would believe that God would smack me upside my head, and it's not going to be a little smack. It's going to be a big smack, and it's going to hurt. And I don't want that. I don't ever want a smack from God. Okay. So it won't be me, period. I don't take anything unless I ask for it. If you say no, that's a done deal. So I even did her fingernails, and they look so pretty. I mean, I didn't do her fingernails. You lying, you lying. I did her fingernails. No, no, no. Let me get that right. I did her fingers. Sometimes when you put the paint on her fingers, it does not go all the way because you don't want to actually paint on her fingernails. But you have to go and clean those up anyway, so it really doesn't matter if you get anything on them or not. You still going to have to go clean them up before you can paint them and tip them. But yeah, I'm kinda liking this. I might need to do another coat. She may need another coat of paint on skin layers. I'll say another layer of skin. That sounds better than saying a coat of paint. Although it is a coat of paint, but we're making a baby. We're making a baby. Okay. Let me see if I can tell the difference. Can you tell the difference? Let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can see the difference. Yes, you can tell the difference. Yes, you can. Okay. So, girl, you're getting what you asked for. Oh, yeah. We're getting what we asked for. Oh, yeah. You are turning out to be a pretty girl. You will be a pretty girl when I get done with you anyway. Because that seems to be my thing, to make some pretty girls. Okay. Now let's look and make sure that nothing is pooling anywhere. Touch that area right there. So you want it to be a little darker. Now we're gonna do this big old leg here. This little ham hock. Y'all tell me, come on back over here. We can't see. Tell me, so I can get right on back over here. I love these little rolls they put on these kids. They look just like little fat rolls. People be walking around pinching them and stuff. It'd be so funny. I just be laughing at people's expressions under my breath because people they would be putting up. A lady came by and she looked at them. She looked like she smelled a pile of poop with the expression on her face, and I fell out. I said, "Did they scare you, boo?" But honey, she hurried up and got away from this table. And I have people come to the table. Oh, they scary. What can they do to you? You don't say that man you messing with is scary. Now he's the one that can hurt you. He's the one can do something to you. But anyway, yeah, they say they scared of him. I said, girl, ain't nothing to be scared of. It's a doll. Just think of that. It is a doll. Hello. They put so much. It's so funny how they put so much into these dolls. And, here my son, it was his birthday on Friday, which it was my birthday too on Friday. He was born on my birthday. And his friend is a guy friend. They went to school together in um middle school. They have been friends ever since then. And I mean, my son turned 50, so we talking about 12, 13 years old. They have known each other. And both of them are into Marvel and different um mm, um let me see. My son has Predator, he has Marvel's characters, and they little statures. He have them all around his wall. And he has a shield that goes over his head, and of somebody. I don't know all these characters, but of somebody. And then he comes bringing me a box to show me another shield that his friend bought him. Well, for his birthday, he bought him. Um, he is a Darth Vader little character that my son bought him, and he's buying him it's a sword. They have these swords or something that um um my son's friend has a sword that was a replica of a sword that was used in a movie. And so my son is going to buy another one. Now, and like I said, I can't tell you these characters because I'm not off into that. And I was telling him, about how they give us a lot of problems about these babies, but yet and still they have all this kind of stuff. Then they have the planes and they have the trains and they have the cars that they the remote, and I just say whoopee doopie. If you don't like it, just don't be around it. But you know, like I said in another video, if you don't love me, it don't matter. I love my babies and they love me. So I'm loved all around. But it just tickles me how people act about these babies. Now, let's look at these legs. Uh, uh, it's getting there. It's getting there. And as it dries, it's going to darken up some. But I did have a YouTuber that asked me about my modeling colors. And so I will have to show her on this video what the modeling colors should look like if she used the colors that I told her to use. Then she should be getting something that looks like these colors that I will show in just a minute. Because people love my modeling, and those are just colors that I'm using. I got a tutorial, and I bought, I got a tutorial, and those are the colors for the modeling. And I just fell in love with how they look when they meld together on the body. They just look so, it looks just like another layer of skin to me. And so I just thought that that was just a good combination. And so then I just kept with it. And so that's what I do. My microwave is kind of old, and I'm really needing to buy a new one. And before it actually goes out, I'm going to try to get me a new one so that I can do this process that I want to show you guys, that I know you will love. But I want to show you guys this process. And it's for the babies. It's going to be for the babies. And that one will be the first baby, it will be the first baby that I do like that. I'm not going to say that that baby is going to wind up on my website, the first baby, because that's the first baby of a new process. And so I don't know. I might, but I know that once if I like the process, um, and it's not so complicated to do, then I may have some babies on the website. Um, but of course, they will be more because this stuff is that I'm using is it's not too cheap. It's kind of expensive, and What I will probably be putting them on is the authentic. Putting this on is the authentic babies, not a replica baby. I will probably put it on the authentic babies. But I'm sure that everyone is going to like it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, she's a little darker. But with the color hair that I have, I might just like that color and stop there. Excuse me. Like I said, I've already blushed her hands and feet. The only thing I need to do next is clean off her nails and paint and tip her nails and carry on from there as far as painting goes. Then we'll be off into a whole nother ball game. I don't have a marker fine mirror, and so therefore it's would be hard for me to show how I root. But that is still in the learning process. I'm not going to say that I am a professional in that realm, because I am still, like I said, in the learning process myself. And so, um, not that I really would like to show you that, because, like I said, it's just, I'm not trying to look stupid. So, that will probably not be shown right now. But I will show you, how I put the baby together. I have some videos out already about how I put babies together. I love the way I put my babies together because they come out a little floppy, and sometimes I have to take them apart, excuse me. But sometimes I have to take them apart because I put too much cotton in them. And I just took Elizabeth loose because she was just not as floppy as Nyla, and they are the same sculpt. She just has a little bigger body than Nyla. But Nyla was so floppy, everybody just fell in love with Nyla and Leilani this weekend. And so, I mean, they was just all over this. And this one lady, she says, "Well, somebody sent me over here to see the babies." And so she came over and she kept bringing people, kept bringing people, kept bringing people to see the babies. And everybody was just questioning me, how do you do that? And, well, how do you make them look so human? And how do you, it was just a how do day because that's all I did was um, enjoy people enjoying my dolls. That's what I did because I truly enjoy people enjoying my dolls. So, yeah, and everybody, and you need to charge more for the. Oh my goodness. I said, yes, I'm going to charge more. But right now, I don't. They're on the very low side because I am trying to give some people who are interested in a baby for their baby for Christmas to have that opportunity to purchase a baby from me. I tell you, my friend in Wisconsin, I finished her baby, her custom. I finished it, and she wanted to see a picture, so I put the baby together and sent her a picture. Of course, I had to take the baby apart because I take his head off because I did not seal the head. I just put him together, and she is just bent. I'm in love. I'm in love with him already, and she has him on the internet now, on her page, um, because, like I said, she is just. Let me bring that up just a little bit. She is just all over for this baby, and she's naming him after her mom. This was her mom's. That sculpt was her mom's favorite, and so she's naming that baby after her mom. And I said, "Wow, that's so cool." Because I have the two babies that I named after my mom, and that's Juanita and Elizabeth. That's my mom's first name and middle name, Juanita Elizabeth. And I just can't. I had to remake those babies again. I still have the Thandy kit to make over, but I have made another Elizabeth. Nyla is the Elizabeth kit. Okay, so I think we about right there where I want to stop because I want her to have the kind of hair coloring that and see, she's still bright. I mean, she's just a light brown, but she's still pretty in the face, and her blushing didn't go anywhere. See, didn't go anywhere. Her little lips are still blushed, and they're pretty. I can't wait to do her eyebrows and her eyelashes. So yeah, because that also is part of the face, and so that will give her a whole nother look. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. And I am so glad that you have taken a time out of your day to spend with me in my day. And so if you would like, subscribe, share, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be in the giveaway, make sure that your subscription is not on privacy, because if it is, it will not show up on my subscription list, and that's the list I will be going by to do my giveaway. So, with that being said, ladies, gents, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.